The first case of COVID-19 was announced in Uganda. That's in March. Government sent home 15 million learners from both lower and higher institutions of learning. As Francisco Ayona reports, government has distributed self-study materials for learners to read at home.
Father asks her to forgive him.
Annette is a primary 2 pupil at St. Mark Primary School, Buto, in Chiratown Council, Wakiso district. But she no longer goes to school since March this year, when government announced closure of all schools and learning institutions after the first case of COVID-19 was announced in Uganda. Annette is one of the 15 million learners who were sent home to prevent the spread of COVID-19. But Ministry of Education and Sports regularly sends study materials to learners through their local government.
Begin and end are very clear instructions. This one use is a little confusing, a little vague, but it's up to you to be very clear-headed. You should always be smarter than the examiner. Then you can do it well.
Government also conducts lessons for all levels, both on radio and television. Under the guidance of parents, the study materials and lessons for learners would help them study at home.
Name one tools at school using to change from one city to another.
For any material that we are sending to the children, it must be made easy and simple for them to be able to make meaning out of it. And they need reading skills to be independent readers and consumers of knowledge.
And its parents regularly collect study materials from the LOC1 chairperson's office. During her study, sometimes Annette seeks guidance from colleagues.
I'm telling her what to write. When I read, I understand it and I tell her what to write.
Although schools have not started, all learners who completed the early grade reading can effectively utilize the study materials.
If you gave material from the ministry and you gave them to children that have been on the early grade reading program, at least children of class 3, class 2, who have been having a good teacher, they can better guide themselves with these materials than those children where the program has not been. The literacy gives children independence to sail over schoolwork.
For these children who had gone through the methodology, because they can read and write, and therefore when the materials were given, they have not found any serious problem in reading them because the materials are tailored to their class level.
Ministry of Education and Sports has supervisors in every district.
We are using the LOCs to find out whether the parents are ensuring that the children read these materials. And we discovered that some children in some families are effectively using those materials, although with some challenges. Then other children in some other homes are at a standstill because some of these homes, even the parents do not know how to read and write. So they find it a problem to help their children.
At least 15 million learners, both at lower and higher institutions of learning, are at home. They would stay home safe from COVID-19 as long as they observe the Ministry of Health and the presidential guidelines. Abiona Francisco, UBC News.